just with you, with you, with you, with you, with you, oh, with you, with you, with you, oh, with you, with you, with you, oh.
And we are back into the action here once again. Heading into Overpass as our next map of play here, and starting off the pistol round with that Gaimin Gladiators starting on that CT side here, and that was something we had of concern. You know, are they going to be able to show some improvement on the CT side? We'll have to wait and find out. It seems like we're going to get some B-side play coming through from the mix of ATK.
And the scary part is, I feel like it wasn't even necessarily Gaimin Gladiators' lack of CT presence, but more of how good ATK were, and maybe they keep that standard up. Into Overpass, it certainly seems like they're ready to as they come 5-man bursting into B. Doesn't go the way they would have hoped. Cynic, George, and Carson all contributors to that one's being shut down as the bomb lies on the ground towards Monster. It's left all up to Bowden Master in an unwinnable 1v5, all about maybe just getting yourself some extra kills and cash to buy within the second.
Very clean. Great work being done from the Gladiators right there. We'll see if they can keep that level up. Get the buy round going. It's a polar opposite start to the CT side than what we remember them as on Inferno. A very good start right there. Flawless on the pistol now. Into the gun round here of the second.
Well, I like this. Gladiators, they are, I guess, maybe taking some of the words I gave to them. Just not being as passive, pushing them down like it's nothing, and I guess they're being rewarded for it. They run up long, run up Monster, run up Fountain, find every single kill without any troubles being given to them. It's a very quick second, and I like it from ATK, not necessarily buying up. On a map like this, you only really need like 5 rounds as a T, 5, 6, so as soon as you can get them buys out, the chances drastically increase of your side, rather half, becoming a lot better.
Yeah, the pressure isn't too much on your shoulders. That's for sure. As long as you get a couple of rounds going your way. That can be a tricky task, though. And again, we're still waiting to see what exactly we're going to get out of this roster here. Are they going to show the same level of form that they've been proving? Be so very competitive up against this ATK roster here. But again, like you said, they continue to turn the heat on this defense. Up to a boiling point here towards that Fountain side. Constantly aggressing. Constantly being in their face.
We might see another one of those turn-ups here shortly, because I love this play from B-Wills and Co. They take con control, or at least take it in a passive way. But Modem, he's a bit suspicious. He drops in the Molotov, hoping that it'll thread the proper way. It will. And B-Wills won't even get a shot off before he falls. So perfectly played from him. And he wants more. Knowing that there's got to be somebody here to support him, he waits, holds, and bites his tongue, hoping that Cynic might give him a bit of an overextension, in which he does. And that could lead to the first for ATK coming here very quickly, all up to Carson and George. And they're on opposite ends of the map from one another.
You gotta go for some individual plays right there on a bonus round of this sorts, but Carson blinded up here is gonna be able to catch the cutoff. Little TM. Gonna drop at the wayside here, but it leaves all the pressure onto George. 4 kills so far, needs to make it 7. He's gonna reroute. How interested is he in this 1-on-3 here? He has a lost pretty sturdy weaponry here, so here's Swisher, but all a distraction game is Bowden's gonna collect himself a freebie, and off to the races here is ATK when they get the rifles out.
Do the Gladiators want to buy here, though? Like, the money might look enticing, but in reality, it's really not that great. I think, yeah, they're just going to go for a save. Let them have that second here. I love this. Like, I mean, I've been commenting about how both teams have been somewhat disciplined so far, and this kind of just wraps it up in a nice little bow tie. Like, both teams don't make any of those sketchy buys, like knowing there's no real point to force yourself to try to win around this early on, too. I love it. It's just smart.
No doubt. Still very early on as well, so no one's running away with things just yet. Maybe ATK, though, running away. A little bit of B side access. Fady certainly that. Finds one. Instantly dink down Eagles with a snappy reaction, and will find a trade. Quick as ever. Has it very much so spotted out all of that presence towards the B side as well, so they don't realize how open A side is.
Yeah, they're just taking it slow, moving up inch by inch. But the Gladiators, they're starting to read onto this. I mean, with all the space they've been given towards B, it only seems right that eventually they're going to go to the other side of the map, the upper one. And this is where the AK is positioned too. B-Wills could potentially close out this round. I mean, that's if they even decide to test him. Carson gets a little antsy too, and he gets some information for his trouble. He's not going to close the con door. He wants them to come walking through, but in doing so, just showing himself solidifies that, yes, you're going to have to take a fight if you want to come down to B. And it traps him into going A. Bomb now spotted. 3 defenders here with the first kill going their way. It's still all this distraction game. They don't know about George. And with a couple of low members taken down, this one seems like it's written up in the history books. The bomb still lies in the front of bathrooms as Modem needs to attempt the 1v2 with little HP. But he's got the idea of this flank coming through, and he's picked up the first clean headshot. He knows Carson has to be on this B flank. But when does he peek out? If he does at all, I don't know if his shoulder was spotted, but he should be able to get the plant in, even make some noise. Taps the bomb, no, goes for the full stick as Carson comes running through, does not make it quiet. Modem hits the right of the 2 sides, but he won't win the duel. Carson keeps the Gladiators up.
Oh, man. What a bit of heroics right there from Carson, and a tough pill to swallow for MOTM. Was looking sharp in that clutch as well. The headshot doled out to B-Wills. They finally shut him down. It was looking like that was going to be the start of something special, but instead shut down. Iced out right there is the likes of ATK, and their success limited to just 1 round in a row. Very good buys bolstered off the back of that as well.
And that was a save, too. It wasn't even like the Gladiators were committing to anything. They had 1 saved over AK and pistols, and they made it work. That was so beautiful across the map. We're baiting ATK to do exactly as they please. While they still have enough money for a buy, it'll be the last one for quite some time. If they're not, he just got the boost. He just got the boost kill.
Oh, man. Absolutely sick way to kick off proceedings right there. Nice opening pick right there. Cynic's in no man's land. The flash 2 pristine. Stanislaw is going to take 2 back. He offers up a big multi-kill. MOTM just trying to run away here, but running into the hands of MOTM. Instead, B-Wills, though, already posted up, and these fast reactions going to be hard to anticipate.
I mean, this isn't impossible. B-Wills maybe catches a pick at a man not so sure of somebody's presence in the front of the divider. We're back to a 2-on-2. All of a sudden, even gameplay. But again, ATK, when they get into these situations, they just slow it down. Think about what they really want to do. Where is the weakness? And they usually identify it pretty well.
Doubt this patience certainly going to offer up some opportunities here. You can see everyone heading in towards long, and they're actually going to slip on by B-Wills. Bypass him completely. I wonder how well that's going to work out for them, because that still alleviates a little bit of pressure on the T side, but it still offers B-Wills an opportunity here. He actually goes aggressive, tries to press the issue, and maybe he's just chosen the wrong idea here. He's going to clear out short, but that's going to allow for them to take that site wide open.
Yeah, now we're back to where we were before. This time it seems like Gaimin Gladiators have way less of a chance to contend. Unless B-Wills is able to get in time, they're just going to plant for the CT side. And these post plants are next to unwinnable, especially when you're coming in for a retake. It's one of those sites that's so hard to crack back onto. And again, they're both split up. They've got utility to play with. But how well is that going to help them? Well, it requires Carson to get a kill here. Keep the pressure on these players sat up and bank. He knows they're not going to be around the divider's side, so he keeps his back turned to it and walks into the scope of Bowden Master. He almost finds a double, but he gives a chance to them. That's all they want. An opportunity for B-Wills to win this round. He spots the leg of Modem, and I thought he had the kill, but no. Just so sharp, so clean for the hat trick, and ATK are 1 from tying.
MOTM was not happy about dropping that last round. He wanted to take his revenge, and he did so very quickly. The big 3K right there. 3 big kills from him, and now he has to just keep that level up here. I mean, should be able to do exactly that against the USP's timeout called as well from Gaimin Gladiators. You'd have to imagine that it's just to figure out what exactly they want to do with the money, and yeah, Famastin's going to come out pretty quickly after that timeout's been called. AWP tossed on over to Cynic to get him activated on that CT side, and such an influential map to have it on as well.
Yeah, I mean, it was half and half, honestly, whether they did or didn't go for a buy here. I don't know if I'm a big fan of the investment, to be quite honest with you. I feel like a lot of the times when they win rounds, it's because of how well they use their utility and take space with it. they haven't been one of those teams where it's like, okay, well, we're winning our aim duels and that's why we're winning rounds. So I kind of feel like maybe you would have gone for a hero buy on Carson because he had so much money, but I definitely would have called this a save.
I can see where you're coming from, right? He was at 6K, everyone else kind of in that FAMAS territory. So I think a lot of the heavy lifting, simply put, is going to have to be in the backs of Cynic here. And he is on his own, on an island. Oh, no, he actually moves up towards E. Oh my god, they're walking into a 3-man stack and it's working well. Short control taken, a little bit delayed, but Swisher still standing. About, gets sidelined from George, spams the smoke here. Now Mystic looking for the trade, but nothing found. And this force spy working wonders for the side of Gladiators as they walk right into their open arms.
I don't know why I say things. You know, I give my 2 cents and then it's just dead wrong. This is shutdown gameplay from the Gladiators. I mean, they walk into water and take everybody without question. And now they leave it to the Op and Bowden Master. We highlighted on Inferno T-sided Oppers. Not really the most of impacts. It's just hard to get it done. Now, he'll have to do it now because he's got no comrades behind him. He at least takes down Cynic, so Op drops. Somebody's got to be the man to go and recover, but what he's really doing is picking apart these 1v1s. Even got to flash himself over into water in which there's a couple of unsuspecting CTs. They haven't made their presence known. He just flashes in, backs away. Nobody's given him any sort of face. So he'll slowly creep back out a monster in which there's a potential to get this bomb down, right? You can plan maybe on the right side of the pillar. As soon as Graffiti peeks you, that's a free 1v1. Because that's really what he wants right now. Well, just pistols here, really. Scraps for ATKs. The Gladiators go trading out rounds with them. And I like this from Stanislaw. What's that angle? I was wondering what he was going to be able to get done with it, but they still hear this op over towards Divider as they both fall away into the site, knowing could get punched in from Connector, so just back away, play more in cahoots with our team around the B site. But again, a lot of space being given over to ATK right now. Full Connector control, water, fountain. The whole 9 yards, they've got it. And now they're going to go cracking into A, but you still got to walk through the op, and Cynic, somebody did recover it. They gave it over to him. And boy, was it a good thing because he's already showing off his presence with it too, at least wanting more. Clean.
That is so unfortunate. Timing not favoring him right there, and won't be able to close that out.
Well, still ATK, they need to get their stuff together. I don't know. I was thinking when they started trading out rounds, maybe there was a world where they could start to put the herd on Gaimin Gladiators, but it just seems like every time the Gladiators dig deep in their pockets for some sort of shaky buy, it just works out for them. They've been bailed out a couple of times now, and surprisingly enough, ATK aren't that great on the response.
They're just struggling to activate, but that's kind of what we got out of ATK in the last map, right? They were a bit slow to start. Definitely not on their T side, though, and that's going to be the big difference maker here. Cynic now looking to farm up some checks off the op that was dropped here. He's looking to get that back ASAP and will. Or at least he can.
I don't know. I was going to say, yeah, I think he just keeps the MP9. Honestly, they're probably not going to have that great of a buy.
See? Oh, yeah. Oh, no, he still has money for it. But yeah, I'm with you. I would like to just see him hold on to that. Continue to really work the CT side economy. Start to build up some healthy bank accounts here. But again, this is a big bonus round offered up to Gladiators and some good potential for ATK to get some more T-sided rounds. You talked about kind of 5 or 6 rounds being somewhat comfortable here, and if the ATK camp can gather that, then they won't be too stressed. Oh, but head-to-head there, MOTM. That flash is going to fade for him first, and a second kill in. That's exactly what you want to do to those MP9s. Take care of them with some clean headshots.
Oh, that might not be the end of it. I think Fade's on shoulder. B-Wills, no, he hasn't. A lucky one snuck away, but he peeks back into his own demise. Swisher keeps the advantage high. And the Gladiators are once again in this big hole that they can't find a consistent way out of. George wants to do it. He's found a shovel and he's found some dirt, but how high can he pile it back on? And spot it over it long, and it seems like his reign will come to an end. Carson calls it quits and saves his M4. His ATK pound forward to the third.
It wasn't too big of a shock that was going to be a difficult round to close out right there, but hard to expect MOTM diving through a connector smoke and finding 2 picks. So, I mean, a couple of factors that kind of blow your mind. Carson looking to do some economic damage, it seems. The long rotation here, if you can drop a gun or 2. Will still be in a very good position in terms of the match. Maybe not the round, but something that you can walk away with a smile on your face. Swisher. Caught on a reload here. Ooh, and he will. Dropping out the wayside there. Carson getting out safely.
These kills are still really big. Like, ATK don't have the funds to go playing around with people living and dying in these rounds. Like, they need to hold on to some of these AKs. They are going to take a bit of a bruising when it comes to the reinvestment. Beatty, either going to have to sacrifice utility or sacrifice weaponry. You don't? I guess not. Maybe somebody threw him an AK. But still, Swisher, now he's the one with the galil. I knew I was right.
Yeah, you were right at the end, and with how good Swisher can be for this team, you like him firing on all cylinders, having everything at his disposal. We'll run boost action. Alright, Swisher. You got the moves. Does he have the shots here? That's the real question. Fast play coming through towards short. No, actually, they wait out the util now, and get with this triple boost. See if it works out.
Oh, I love this.
Oh, no.
Oh,
They
no
hear it.
way.
Beatty heard it. Come on.
Do they go for it? They do. And he's, no, what? I have never seen such a big plot twist like 4 times in a row in my life. Like, they go for this sick 3-man boost. Then you look at Fady. Oh, he's ready for it. Then they boost, and he somehow gets the kill.
Just need to get like a dun every single time, and I guess the plot does continue to thicken in favor of this series because Gaimin Gladiators looking very solid in the first half. So Swisher getting on a position that he knows and loves quite well on that boost, but a jump spot in from George just gonna gather up a whole world of information. Knowing the presence coming through towards that B side here, Carson looking to offer up defense, but the util's so good. Swisher finds another headshot though, and that's where things get scary.
Still gotta come cracking in. Carson, I feel like he's kind of lucky to walk away with that one, but the second one, not so much. Freebie, when they're not looking at you, the Gladiators keep trading these rounds out, and ATK are getting the worst of it. When's the last time you heard of that? The story is always, oh, they're trading out rounds. That's usually going to be T-favored. Not here.
Yeah, I feel like in many positions, we've only really seen that one save come through from Gaimin Gladiators, and they ended up winning that one. So, I don't know what exactly ATK can do to really shut down on the economy. They're constantly pressured by the bank accounts of the Gladiators here, and threw mollies, missed them down to 20 HP. I mean, obviously, it's kind of a throwaway round, but like a little bit of extra health. Ooh.
I think the Gladiators are intentionally playing in a way so that this MP9 is going to get kills on these rounds because, again, like I said, usually you're trading out rounds with the CT side. That's not good news for the defense. But every single time, they've always got this money, usually because they get these big farm-ups with the SMGs. That might not happen here. Come walking into the off, and a couple of rare misses from Cynic. Could put him on high alert, but thankfully, B-Wills is right behind him. So it won't get too far out of the ordinary. Swisher again left alone. Maybe he can find a kill or two, but for the most part, this will just be an 8.
Oh, B-Will's go and get you forward. Look at the Eco Hunters. They're all in, and you might be right, man. George was so hungry for that last kill at 6 HP. We'll find it as well, so that's extra cash. they're definitely setting up those MP9s for success, and really even just winning out on those save rounds, winning out on those bonuses, all really good signs from the Gladiators to build up a healthy CT side and give themselves cushion if a round does go wrong. You know, if they do make a mistake, that it doesn't get punished too much with, you know, 2 or 3 round loss thereafter.
Well, now we see the full buys, so if there's any time to see what both of these squads are going to be made of, it's right here. I think this is actually the most put together buy from both. Oh, well, nope, never mind. Cool.
Looks like we're hitting a
Stocking
pause.
up the rounds. It's off.
Might not be getting any action out of this round at least, but probably replay that same round here. It's just not live. I hear all the ticking and backing in the chat.
Just imagine if my monitor turned off in a game like this, I'm just gonna scream, like not an angry scream, but I'm just gonna like consistently yell so that everybody knows something's up.
Just distraught.
Yeah, like if you scream for 10 seconds straight with no like intent of like, "Urgh," you know, it's just like, what is he doing?
See, my and what would potentially be a more effective method to say, hey teammates, call not live.
No.
Well, that was a quick one though.
Knowing me, I'd like that's probably something I'd do with troll. Let's be real. I'd be throwing some team kills in the mix. I'd be running around spraying a P90. Guys, stop.
It's a good move.
Doesn't get the same. It just doesn't get the same thing out. You know, it's just not the same.
Yeah, before you call that not live, make sure to tag your teammates once or twice. I believe those are the rules.
Of course.
All
Been
that.
done before.
That being said, though, it was a very quick one. Not too bad in terms of the match medics. Sometimes those can be grueling. Not the case in this incursion.
Well, this might be the most well put together round from both of these teams. So you got an op, M4s, the whole 9 yards for both teams. We're about to see a fight be taken. B-Wills, oh, this could be easy pickings, but Swisher was ready for it. Maybe not so much anymore. The aggression comes back to haunt him. The Gladiators right now are looking night and day from what was Inferno. And they even know somebody was still in connector. They heard that dink. You'll hear it across the map so long as you get it. And now not only are they put 4 on 5, but with health starting to deplete too, things are looking bad.
Yeah, George is spotting out the lurk out there. They were really hoping that MOTM could have a lot of impact out of this lurk through Monster, but they're just going to charge into sight. Fady looking for entries. Right now, spotting out absolutely nothing at the moment. George is going to jump up, but Fady finds it blind. Not a care in the world. Actually, what he can see, he's still going to find his entries here. Carson playing around the smoke, and Fady's so scary. He's going to keep everyone away from him. Tapping at the heads. Now he's being a nuisance and buying a lot of the time for attention to be drawn elsewhere. Bowden going to die in the lurk, though, in connector, and it's going to give him a whole lot more chance, especially with Cynic firing away from above. Lands a beautiful flick as well, and shut down the last. Clean as ever from Cynic.
Cynic in this off, man. They have woken up. I mean, there's that one round that we can, like, sweep under the rug a little bit where they were getting pushed down with the pistols. He means a couple of shots on truck. Needs B-Wills to bail him out. But other than that, man, he has just been a walking turret. This op has lit up the server so far. I mean, it's partially the reason why the Gladiators are so heavy in the lead right now. I mean, I say you can afford to take a lot of losses on the T side. It's just kind of the name of the game. But not anymore, it's not. Like, 10-5 is usually, like, the bare minimum of what you want to get. Maybe 11-4. Well, you're probably already giving up double digits here. Let's be realistic. You're going to have 2 more rounds that almost feel like you need to pick them up.
Yeah, and I'm liking the 1-2 punch that they've got, right? Cynic's been playing very well with the AWP in the late round and even in some of the early proceedings, but B-Wells has been so effective early on. I feel like his ways that he's kicked off rounds, the aggressive movements he's made in connector and on the A side has been really allowing for Cynic to shine as well. So those 2 A players right there that have been frequenting that site have been so good. But it's going to come down to the B players as to if they can hold off against this Tech 9 rush. And the answer is a resounding yes. Carson going to nail 2. George playing in that barrel spot, but it's not required anything of him, as Carson just shuts everything down.
Free 4K for him. So big, too. Like, it just doesn't even matter if you trade out these rounds anymore. There's so much cash built up for the Gladiators. They can comfortably buy every single time, no matter how bad they lose. kick your feet up, boys. You've already done all the heavy lifting. And it doesn't seem like ATK can even think to respond. Right now, when it comes to fragging, Modem's the only one doing anything. The closest on his team is 6. Nobody is hitting shots, it feels right now. And it looks like we might have another tech pause on the horizon, but I just don't think it's going to slow it down enough for ATK to get a hold on things.
It's polar opposite to last map as well. I feel like everyone was stepping up. Everyone had their impact. I mean, Bowden was certainly having himself a great half. He's still yet to get on that CT side, so maybe we can expect something out of him. But we do have to give, the idea that ATK, they probably need more than 3 if they want to give themselves a chance in this second half. So we'll see if they're able to grab it here. Fady was playing very well in that last map as well, and he's still stuck on 6 kills. So time to work with here, but they're running out of it. They need to get these last 2 rounds if they want a little bit more hope coming into the second half.
I mean, I'll even cut them some slack. If they can pick up 1, maybe there's a chance for them, but without it, I don't think 12-3 is anywhere near a possibility. Seems like maybe a bit of payback for what happened in the previous affair between these 2 teams. Not Inferno, but the series a couple of days back. For ATK to at least get second place there. But that's not what we're focusing on here. Right now, it's Modem going out the connector and through the wall. B-Wills finds 2. He doesn't need vision. This guy has been a support god this game.
It's incredible right there. And Stanislaw is going to be so unexpected. His lurk and connector. Bowden playing around in the smoke is going to be difficult as well. And B-Wills already finding 2 kills is monumental. Can he make it 1 more? Spotting out some timing onto Bowden. That's a freebie. Thank you very much. Barrel's showing. Now he's looking for another 4K here. Fady. The 1 and 4 needs 4 of his own. He flanked in upon as well, though, and that will be the shutter. 11. Now, and yeah, the best case scenario is 11-4.
They need it. Like, honestly, I'd pretty much just call this GG's without it. Remember, like, Gaimin Gladiators T side is what was good on Inferno. And honestly, there were a couple of rounds they threw away, too. Like, they won that pistol pretty well. That's not something you want to think about or rather have to think about going into that second half. But you already kind of rely on the pistol as is, so it's a tight spot. Also, what is he doing here?
So I think you can hear if they drop down connector from that position. I see players on Gambit do it quite a bit in their online matches, but they never do it on LAN, so that's only what I'd imagine, is that you can hear a very faint dropping noise.
That makes sense.
Oh, he does it again. Oh, but not spotted. They didn't see him quite enough there, and B-Wills finds another. Deagle's now out. And he gets traded, though. Eventually, Fady will shut him down there. One player to shut down another, but the molly's perfectly placed. He'll buy some time.
There is still a couple of smokes to keep Heaven off of the grid, so I don't think that's going to be a point of contention at all this round. And oh, that's a bad thing. That's really bad, because not only do they see that smoke get missed, but they know somebody can't find the kill, and they leave it to Stanislaw. The new recruit, it seems, in the spot of Jaspip. And that Molotov's going to keep the bomb planter at least under some pressure. 16 health. Bowden escapes with mere inches of his life left. But Fady's the one to worry about. A very swift headshot, though, could win him the round. Nah, they split the shoulder. So at least ATK get themselves a 4th. But how much further this game goes is still a very big question that's up in the air. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. You can find out the answers, though, in this next half right after this break.
Stop this feeling. It's setting all my doubts on fire. Ooh, like you won't believe it. Won't let a moment pass me by. Too late, can't win. I'm giving in, 'cause I can feel something coming over me, holding me till the morning, and it keeps me dancing when I feel something coming over me. I just keep dancing. Ooh, morning light so blinding. It's on the ceiling and the walls. Where is my name? 'Cause I can't find it. Those early memory lane walls. Ooh,
It doesn't matter. We seem too young to understand. And for the better. The weather changes when we dance. Belong together. Catching sunsets, riding waves. We stay forever. Where the rhythm never ends. 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 It doesn't matter. We seem too young to understand. And for the better. The weather changes when we dance. Belong together. Catching sunsets, riding waves. We stay forever. Where the rhythm never ends. 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 Where the rhythm never ends.
That same old feeling. Don't know what's right or wrong. Searching for meaning. I've been thinking about it way too long. So whatever you long for, don't give up along the way. Don't give up along the way, you know, and cherish the moment. Come on up and just let go. Come on up and just let go.
We're back here once again. Some more action going on, and Gaimin Gladiators really put up a convincing half here on the CT side, rather. They need to show it up on their T side as well here, and it looks like they're just gonna meet head on for this opening pistol exchange. Just a full-on B rush, straight through the flames here. No worries in the world, and they're finding the opening as well.
Team kill from Stanislaw.
Oh,
That
no.
might have actually lost them the round. Like, that was 3-on-3 after the team kill. Just before it, there's a world where they end up winning that pistol, but now ATK finally steals something back. And oh no, bad times could be ahead. I mean, look, we all know the story of the 11-4 score, especially when a team like ATK picks up the pistol.
I mean,
Worrying foresight in my mind.
even more so when you hop into that second half on Overpass and it's a CT side as well, right? That's when you really get nervous about these comebacks. Now, they're still early on, right? Gaimin Gladiators have been proving themselves quite a bit on this map already, so what's to say they'll stop here and now. Just have to wait and see. A little bit of a con stack coming through from the T side, but they might walk right into MOTM's hands here, and he's ready with the MP9 rather.
Well, I'm not too sure what the plan is here, whether it's just taking it as an interim timeout, seeing if... it actually could be testing the waters now that I think about it, because ATK were fairly aggressive on Inferno, and them just sitting back in con for a long time, maybe this tells them, okay, well, they're not doing anything, so they're probably going to be playing more passive. I kind of like it. And at least I hope that's what they're doing, because it seems like it is.
And again, this could be as a result of Stanislaw calling the shots here and having his input in the early round, right? I mean, you got plenty of time to talk things over, talk through a game plan that you want on your T side, and I'm sure, with the relative recency of Stan joining forces in this team, that there's a lot to discuss in a T side Overpass to make it look flawless.
Yeah, unfortunately, as much as I like to talk about how smart they were in this round, it is Glocks versus guns, so I don't think that one's gonna go any surprise to any favor. But now, as the cash has been farmed up and the round's been completed, we see what the Gaimin Gladiators pull out with the AKs on their backs. ATK, they treat this one as a bonus, keep all the SMGs, and rock with it going forward.
See how that pans out for them. This is kind of a risky call here. I mean, it could be a lot of reward, though, at the end of it, if they can close this out and, continue to allow those checks to be rising, that money to be built. Bowden gonna go hyper aggressive towards that A side, though. He's pushing through, jumping up with the MP9, has a double kill. He's looking for another inside of the smoke, jumping up and down. Bowden, no way you get out of this one. That's unimaginable. But he is out of dodge already. He's gotten away.
Still so clean, but I don't know if that response is going to mean anything. That is just so big from Bowden. Not only does he get away with 2 MP9 kills, but an extra gun and one for his teammates if they want to go grab it. Man, advantage in the 4-on-3. They back up to the site. Let Gaimin Gladiators take the space they want, because it's not really going to matter. What they've got left for utility is a bit laughable, if you ask me. 2 smokes, 1 flash, 1 molly. That's barely going to be enough to get into either one of these sites.
Yeah, it's going to limit your execution opportunities, and in this position, if you're Gaimin Gladiators, you feel rather comfortable kind of holding off this 2-2 setup here. I will say a little bit commitment being made towards that B side as well. But no, MOTM going to join back up in towards that A defense here, and we'll see how this works out for them. Bowden going to be looking to take that first point of contact.
We come walking up. Bowden almost gets timing with a pin pulled on the flashbang, but he finds a kill regardless. Still a crossfire setup. And Modem and his AK, his trusty duo. Did you forget about him, Stan? I'm not too sure, but it seems like he's got some form of awareness. Not enough for the kill, but damn, that's a big round for ATK. Only losing 2 players, and 2 of them are, I mean, they can both be chunked to MP9s. Like, that's so big, and no bomb plant.
That's what I'm talking about right there. It's high risk, high reward, and ATK get all of the reward, only losing 1. And it's especially having Bowden have so much impact right there, find so many kills with the MP9, just incredibly effective. Some statements being made here early on as ATK look to close that gap pretty quickly here. Molly being thrown out towards the short side, but they're just going to rush through all the flames and smoke.
This is how you do a VUR. It's still not going to work, but you know me. You know how much I hate running through a monster smoke, so yeah, chalk that one up to the scoreboard. 8-11. Gaimin. They've got 3 rounds left of them riding this lead like a bike. But after that, seems like one of the wheels might pop off and could get scratched up.
No doubt. No doubt at all. Till thrown in for a little monster smoke, and HG's being dropped as well. I'm just interested to see how they utilize that, because one is still on the ground. This Molly, though, could make things a lot more interesting. Some early space being gathered, but MOTM not too interested in sticking around. We'll quickly fade off of that. In the meantime, Bowden boosted up with an AWP.
I kind of like this strat. They popped through their own smoke. It's kind of sick. If somebody was there, well, they were probably going to get caught off guard by that, but I don't think ATK really care about what they do in connector. Got full control of water. And all this extra information, B-Wills just pops some bullets through the door, hoping that he can find something, or maybe just open up that gap, see if somebody's in front of it. Again, it's not really going to matter with all the space that the ATK team has to work with right now, including the op on A. I mean, right now, it's just Bodenmaster sitting behind an aggressive modem. It almost feels like there's not going to be a way for the Gladiators to win this round.
They need to fight their way out of this position at the moment. Very little map control taken. I will say, though, MOTM is kind of on an island here towards long. One pop flash, and he could be dead to rights, but he's going aggressive. Waiting for a pop flash of his own right there, and a freebie found. He looks to try and transfer, but instead is happy with the kill and happy to land some HE damage. Perfectly placed on a Carson, and the fadeaway is good as well. He gets out of position and in towards relative safety.
They've still got this crossfire on A2. Bowden, he's almost guaranteed a pick here. Modem even spots the push coming up through long, so with that extra utility to stall him out, everything is going against the Gladiators, who are now forced to come up through a one-way funnel, which could very easily lead to them all being taken down like flies. He-Will's the first to come through, and the flash provides him no assistance as the flame's activated as well. Stanislaw won't get anything done, and ATK go 5 in a row with this T side looking to be in shambles.
And whatever was said during that halftime break right there was exactly what the doctor orders for ATK. They are flawless on defense. Everything working well. And even more so, what I love to see is that they're setting up MOTM when he's hot. He's playing so very well. He's getting flashes from his teammates as well to continue that success. And that's just absolutely sick. Little reaction coming through from ATK in terms of knowing their strong suits right now. And it certainly is MOTM.
Oh, and he even hears the footsteps. This round already seems like it might be done. They line up for Fady with the AK and party. Modem steals a kill away. But it won't change the fact that the Gladiators keep losing these players like a kid going through candy. I mean, it's just bad. Bomb even dropped over in water. Stanislaw once again left alone, and he's going to get nowhere closer. Double digits for ATK, 1 away from the tie. And what even sucks now, too, is the fact that if you lose this round, you're going into another one where you don't have any cash.
This is insane. I'm just baffled as to where this half has gone. We're already nearly tied up here. ATK have been moving through these rounds so very quickly. Impressive stuff. Cynic finally getting out to that AWP, but MOTM continues to play well. Fady now joining forces with them, and again, we were talking about Fady being very slow to activate here. He's switched this half around. He's now 16-13. He's going positive. At one point, I believe 6-9 swisher, though. Ambitious to say the least right there is going to drop, but again, there's always a response, and it's going to come in the form of Bowden taking a kill back.
With this little bit of leeway towards B, you can already see the favoritism starting to mount for the Gladiators. Only a couple of smokes lie in their way before they go in for the full-on site exec. You got the op of Cynic making its way forward, including B-Wills, who's just added another reason to come bouncing into the site for the likes of the Gaimin Gladiators, and Fady can't escape. The op is pressed too hard. He finds 2, and now it's all up to Modem. The man who we called hot so far this game, well, he's going to have to find 3. ATK want to tie this one up before Gaimin Gladiators can get a striking chance on this T side, but the way he's playing, it already kind of seems like he's called this one off, more focusing on taking weapons away from the Gladiators.
Extremely unlikely to close this round out with only 1 flashbang. So, I don't mind this play at all, right? If you get an exit here, you keep that magic number alive of, you know, only giving 2 guns over saved from Gaimin Gladiators, and you'll be golden to continue to apply pressure. Your money so high as well. But very wisely are they exiting out through CT. Great call coming through from the likes of Carson. Everyone's staying safe and sound. Finally, the first round for the Gladiators.
At long last, some success, some good note to work with. Oh, well, tech pause. That's unfortunate. You know why that sucks, too? Because maybe you think, right after you win that round, like, all right, well, we finally cracked the code. We finally figured it out. Let's keep working with that. Tech pause. Did we just win that round because they were having tech issues?
Oh, that's very true. Seemed like it was so easy as well for them. But
yep,
that wasn't the story of this entire half, right? I mean, we've seen every round looked easy for ATK instead. So kind of that idea continues to be true, right? You know, was that a flash in a pan for the Gladiators, or do they have a little bit more left into the tank?
Dude, Swisher has been getting unlucky this game, man. Getting ratioed at every turn, dude. Like, he's not only is he, no discredit to him, but he's not performing that well in comparison to the first map. But now he's getting tech issues out the boot. Like, he's got to feel bad for him.
Unfortunate, but it doesn't seem to be a massive deterrence. You know, we talk about the kind of trio that does some great work. I feel like you really look to Bowden, obviously, with the AWP to have high impact. Swisher, they are very strong as well, and then Fady has kind of joined in as a high impact player. MOTM has kind of just like slotted Swisher right back in and out as someone to lead the pack, and he's playing lights out right now. 22 and 14 at the moment. He was that early, at least, only sign of life for ATK on the T side, and he continues to be an incredible force on the CT side as well. So, I mean, even if Swisher's slowing down a little bit to his usual performance, it's been picked up right there from MOTM.
Yeah, and it seems like the Gladiators' own ace card has just gone against them here. The first halves of both of these maps have been nothing short of spectacular for them, but it's just the second that they fall off. Give a couple of rounds in a row over to ATK, and then maybe start to get lost in the tumbleweeds. It just feels so one-sided in every half.
Yeah, it is. It's a bit bizarre. And again, I mean, ATK, they come into these second halves, it seems like firing on all cylinders. You got to give them a lot of credit for, you know, whatever's being discussed in those half times. But during those short breaks, it seems like a whole lot of motivation, maybe some credit to Sprayed and the coaching role right there, because they just come ready to play.
No idea where he is. That's quite humorous. Quite humorous, if I do say so.
Yes.
Yes. Maybe getting a cup of tea. What
Would
a
be too
fine
bad.
game of Counter-Strike we have in front of us.
No doubt.
You know, if you'll direct your attention to Mistum, you'll see something in his peripheral view. Do you see it? Top left? Or do you...
See
'cause,
Burger.
like, yeah, because when I see Burger, I say, damn.
Nice. I'm glad you brought that one up.
Yeah, of course.
Got the ATMs close by as well.
I'll take my money out for the burgers.
There you go.
Free.
The TTK Bank.
Everybody knows about the TTK Bank burgers. You telling me you've never heard of them? You live under a rock? Hello? Like, what do you think? There's, like, dining room sets all around the map.
You think that's like the Europe's In and Out? Is that the popular one? In-N-Out?
Yeah. The overrated one? Yeah. I'm sure that'll
Overrated?
stir up a controversy.
I've
You ever had it?
I've never had it. No.
Let me tell
I
you.
guess I was out in Seattle, but it seems like it's more of a South thing, right? Southern.
I had it when I was in San Jose. It was
Yeah, like California type deal.
kind of mid. Not gonna lie.
You more of a Five Guys guy?
It's not fast food.
I don't know what that means, but good news is we don't have to see Burger anymore. Damn.
Damn.
I know.
Sag.
Back at it though. At least we get some Counter-Strike to fill our stomachs.
Get to see some Gaimin Gladiators and see if this is actually going to continue to be something successful for them or not. Remember, kind of abused the fact that ATK were a bit over-aggressive in the previous round. I mean, we saw some out-of-pocket plays, I'd argue. Even Bowden that just solo ran up along with the op, and it worked. So I wonder if ATK go back to playing a bit more disciplined. They probably just go back to the winning ways that they had found previously. Still with an opening kill to boot. Fady sat in short, backs away, wants to help out Mistum because with the bomb spotted. Oh boy, you know what I'm gonna say, so I won't say it at all. ATK walk up to 11 and the Gladiators seems like it is just a flash in the pan.
I like how you were asking the question, were we going to see a more disciplined, reserved ATK, or are we going to see them just continue to keep the heat up? And they did not let off the gas whatsoever. They just push every angle. MOTM just swinging for the fences again, set up nicely from the other members from Bowden as well, causing a little bit of distraction with his position. And then Fady just swinging for the fences. These are an incredible bit of riflers that you got, just finding every little bit of success that's necessary. And now a little bit of aggression coming through once again. MOTM keeping with what worked. Fady's going to join forces as well. This is a terrifying trio right now. Only one towards that A side, or B side rather, to defend. Everyone's stacked over towards A.
Well, now they just wait. I mean, they've been fairly successful when it comes to actually taking long control. Look at this setup they have going, and they don't even know about Modem. Oh, this could actually just be it. Bowden still the one stealing away all of the stars, taking 2 with the op. And Cynic finally responds, but seems like it's too little too late. They're going to have to go all the way back to T-spawn if they want to get the bomb. And unfortunately enough for the Gladiators, ATK aren't going to be too happy to just give him this space. Look at Bowden, dude. He has walked through Fountain with an op, and he's not done. He's clearing the angle. Saved by the Valve, but funny enough, but the trade's back in. The bomb is still down. It's 3-on-2, and Cynic with a flick of a life might have just brought this back.
I don't think that they know that they had bomb. They're going to kind of evacuate the area here, but in the meantime, they are going to take space elsewhere. Gathering control up towards short, and B-Will's going to clear out that B side here, but Swisher hearing all of this. This is incredibly valuable information. As they reclaim the B side here silently, not showing a presence. Tough decisions ahead here. So they're going to go and grab bomb, but do they make their way towards A? No, B-Will's is heading back towards B.
This could cause some problems. B-Will's knife out. At least he's not the one with the bomb, but how much can Cynic really do? I mean, he's got the weapon of choice. The green Swisher surfs in to get the kill in style. ATK, if that doesn't tell you how they're feeling right now, I don't know what will.
Oh, man. Surfs up for ATK right there as well, man. That's so sick. What a bit of timing right there. But again, you just can't believe what they're getting away with at the moment. Bowden playing so very aggressive, getting saved just barely. Stam was playing it very wise, holding for that flank, but just not a lot going right for Gaimin Gladiators. It seems like that could be the lead. Con done right there. After this Tech 9 round, if they can't close this one out, it's going to be the case, and that's a tough pill to swallow.
Again, it's back to these Tech 9s, bro. I don't know what you're supposed to say about this. You know what's funny? It's kind of lined up on a player being in back con. Like, if he was standing in the open, he was dead.
Oh, man. Safe and sound, though, for now. 5-on-5 here. Again, Bowden playing pretty aggressive. They've just got such a great setup towards that A side here. They're so committed to having a heavy amount of presence here and leaving B pretty free and open. And it's the right idea. They look to pressure this side of things. Flash is perfect, but they can take no control.
And they're running out of utility, too. Every single bit and piece of util they use without taking anything is just so bad for them. I mean, they were already buying from the bargain bin coming into this one, so the fact that they throw some of this stuff away for absolutely nothing is so unfortunate for them. Now Fady wants to abuse a bridge smoke of the other team's zone. Molly comes through, and they've yet to spot him. Finally finds an opening kill, and with 30 seconds left, this battleground that might be the B site should unwind in the favor of ATK, and it seems like that's the truth.
No doubt, Fady gonna shut things down here. Texas 9, only one kill offered up on the Mistum, and the rest of ATK mop up. Clean as ever. Running away with the lead now, 13-12, and only giving over the Gladiators one round. That flash and pan we got, that looked very clean. It looked concise from them, but now they're losing a grip on things.
Yeah, this is bad. This already might be over, to be honest with you. I just don't see a reason to think that the Gladiators are going to be able to pick things back up. Like, it's this T side that once looked so good and triumphant that's now falling apart in front of our own very eyes. And they just can't crack a consistent picture into what this CT side is looking to throw at them, because it's never the same. Bowden Master on a boost to the broken, or not to the broken wall, but to the wood wall. Just catches a man looking absolutely nowhere.
Yeah, in this play, I mean, you couple that boost kill with a player that's tucked in towards short, and think about the information that they now have at their disposal. So much going right for them here, and look at this reposition as well. MOTM, oh, but spotting out on the jump spot right there. That's going to be a very much so cleared. Swisher looking to make a quick rotation in, but he's going to be arriving late onto the scene. No smoke thrown out, but a molly perfectly placed. He will catch one off guard. He's sticking around, though, in the flames. He's going to adjust and take down Stanislaw as well. Not burning fully, and sitting around the corner. Flash is so well placed, but George eventually going to burn him out. Shoulder spotted there from Fady, and some damage done. The nade might finish the job, but no, not right on the bounce. And now they have to worry about this flank here as well.
I mean, they're positioned up for it. This nade's gonna dunk on him, though. Oh, so much damage. Almost 80 in the one exchange, and that's even gonna lead to Cynic falling all up to George. He should know where everybody lies. Bowden from CT and missed him on the flank. It's not like it's gonna be the hardest of clutches to win, but it is still a clutch that he needs to win, and it won't happen. Bowden catches him peeking before the smoke blooms, and ATK are now 2 away from closing out this series. The Gladiators, they've tumbled. They've fallen. It seems like they're about to make their exit from the Coliseum.
One stumble right there. That CT side coming out of the gate, firing on all cylinders very quickly. I mean, MOTM continuing this great pace. Bowden has been stepping up on that CT side as expected. And again, just Fady consistent at his havers made things so absolutely sick to see. You can clearly see why they were picking into this map. Maybe not for that first half, but now you get into that second half of the setups, the ideas, the consistency, and diversity that they bring to the table here on the CT side is insane. But again, slight overextension, some ambition showing for Bowden.
This is just confidence oozing across the server. Dude, are you kidding me? Fady walks through a smoke. It still catches B-Wills. Bro, we're right back to where we started. 4-on-4. The Gladiators are stuck in connector and back in fountain. ATK don't even care about playing proper Counter-Strike at this moment, it seems. They're just doing whatever. It's a pug for them. They're running through smokes.
Yeah, they're running through smokes. I mean, that was heard as well from B-Wills. So it's just unreasonable that Fady's going to walk away with that kill. George backs turn. He's going to take another head off. Just re-aggressing through shorts. Catches himself a freebie. Doesn't spot anyone else out, so maybe some false information queued up to ATK, but they're standing tall and sturdy on this B side of things. Fady goes for 3, bailing out, missed him as he was fully flashed. There's no escape. Fady continues to collect here. There's so much presence on this B side of things, and Swisher has an easy freebie there. Cynic, last man standing, 40 seconds left to decide if he even wants to try this round.
I don't think you have a choice at this point. You have to. I mean, you were once up 11-4. You've won in the past, what? 13 rounds? Like, come on. You can't just be saving there. You know you need the round more than you need the gun to be saved, but still, there is no saving the Gladiators from what's truly in front of them. 3 chances for ATK to close out the series, and this second half has been destruction.
Just a complete dismantling of the Gladiators. It seems like they've fallen by the wayside at the moment. No answers to respond. They're just going to dive through the flames. A lot of damage taken, but Bowden again with a missed shot and connector. Going to alleviate so much stress. Pushing through the smoke though, Cynic. Oh, this might be overly ambitious, but he might catch him. Oh, but no, Bottom bails him out right there, and Bowden strikes for another kill as well. They see Carson sticking around. Missed him finds success elsewhere, and this one just feels like the days are numbered of the Gladiators here.
This is wild, man. This is so wild, Carson. He's left all alone. He'd need to ace clutch just to keep the Gladiators alive. And I don't think anybody was predicting a result like this after an 11-4 half from the Gladiators. Just, it seems like a clown fiesta. I mean, it doesn't even feel like ATK are throwing all these crazy strats at them. It actually just got to a point where it was solo aggression around the map without a care.
It's going to be how it ends as well. Solo aggression from Bottom. A fitting end right there for ATK as they close things out cleanly on that CT side. 16-12. Incredible result right there. You got to be happy with the ending of that game. I mean, just so concise, so solid on that CT side, only giving over 1 round and showing exactly why Overpass is ATK's to claim.
I mean, look, it's crazy. I come into the series thinking that one's probably going to be the game of the event, but no, I would actually probably be mistaken.